Hey y'all, I want to show you something. Oh, Papa thought I was talking to him. Say hi.
I'm on video again.
You're on video again. We were listening to it sounded like a really big tree up on Mary Gray falling. You could hear it splintering. But whatever it was a really big tree. So it'd be interesting to find out where it was at.
At least I don't have to clean it up.
Here he says at least he doesn't have to clean it up.
I've had my turn cleaning up all the trees.
Yes, he has. We've had a lot of felled trees. But I want you to see, Ferdy is getting his fluffy butt. Yeah, that. That's so funny. You know, he's molted. And yeah, you can see how horrible my beds are up here. They're just going to be covered with cardboard because I have no time to deal with them. So I've been gathering cardboard over here on my porch. I don't know if you can see. There's just, well, it's all broken down and leaning back there against the chimney. But there's a ton of cardboard. I thought maybe Ferdy was going to fly up on the roof and I could show you his fluffy butt and his ascension, because he likes to roost up there just on the gable peak. I don't know why, but that seems to be a favorite spot for him. But not tonight apparently. Here are the rest of the plants that have got to go somewhere. Actually, a lot of these are, I showed y'all this the other day. I don't know why I'm doing this again. Because I want to take you down here and show you this box full of sunflowers that hasn't been cut and ready to dry yet. But they're so pretty because they're all open now. There's very few that have not opened. Alright, let me see. Is he going to fly up? You going to fly up, dude? Huh? I think he is. I think he is. It's time for him to roost anyway. Actually, I'm hearing some really big machinery now. So that could have been somebody cutting a tree. That may be it. Come on, birds. Cooperate for once. Booger butt. That beeping you're hearing is the groundhog deterrents. Every time I find one in the garden and bring it over, I've got to put them in the basement. You watch that dude. The minute I go a different direction, he's gonna fly. Oh, he's gonna get on the rock. Okay. That's one step up. No, he's coming down off the rock. I don't know what he's doing. I do not know what he's doing. Nope. He says, I'm not ready to go to bed yet. I have things to do yet. You booger. He said maybe the, well, I don't know. Maybe. There he goes. There it goes. All right. He just needed a different rock to get up on. He's such a goober bird. There he is. Oh well. Sometimes he sits up there and makes his little noises for a while. But look at this, y'all. I mean, seriously? Is that gorgeous or what? A box of sunflowers. Little teeny tiny miniature sunflowers. I've cut a lot of them to dry. Let me see. You guys need watered? Yeah, a little bit. You're all right, but you could use a little bit. But I was just thinking, wouldn't it be fun to just, I told you I was going to keep these. I'm going to grow these every week. I'll grow a tray of them, and as they start getting big and showing signs of blooming, I could just take them out. And some of them I will dry, some of them I will cut and dry, but some of them I may take out and put in just a little container to just actually sell as a pot of sunshine. I think that would be fun. That would be fun. Yeah. Oh, gracious. I'll be glad when this field is plowed and shaped and it has cover crop growing on it for the winter. Since we're not growing anything on it, we've decided to just go ahead and grow cover crop on the rows themselves. And I know that, that's taken a little bit of a chance because we might not be able to turn the cover crop in. That's okay. If we just have to extinguish it, we can put a piece of black plastic over it to just finish extinguishing it so it'll be soft, and then we can turn it, or not turn it in, but just plant into it. But in the big pile of compost and what's left of the compost garden, you can see some tomatoes in there and pumpkins, and yeah. But anyway, and I'm going to try drying some of the goldenrod. I didn't know until this year that sometimes people that make bouquets, sometimes flower farmers will actually incorporate goldenrod into their bouquets because goldenrod is not an allergen and it lasts well. I thought that was interesting. Look at it. I told Hugh today that I was going to dry some of the goldenrod, and he said, I don't know where you'll find any. He thinks he's funny sometimes. But let's see who's in here tonight. All these babies. All these babies. They're not all roosting yet, but it looks like they're all in here. Over there on the far high roost is Alana and her 3 babies. On the middle is Merida and her baby. And then, seriously, dude. And then the 2 on this bottom. Hey, knock it off. Did you see Taylor just peck one of Marguerite's babies? That wasn't nice, baby. That wasn't nice. So these 3 on the bottom, and those 2 up there that Taylor's being mean to. That's Marguerite and her 4. And honestly, they've gotten so big that it's hard to tell. It is truly hard to tell. I have to look really close to find Marguerite now in that little crowd. What? You guys fussing at one another? It's not okay. They don't usually fuss at one another. Oh well. Good night, babies. We'll see you in the morning. And if you look over there, you'll see that Alana has a wing around her babies. That is so sweet. They are such beautiful birds and so really sweet. What are you guys doing? There's one up there. What's that about, sister? That's not a roosting spot. Get down from there. Just get down from there and find yourself a place to be. Alright. Let's close them in. Close them in for the night. We'll go over and close up the chickens. And I love this little gate that Hugh built for me. Or put in for me. He didn't build the gate itself, but he installed it. And that makes me happy. I hadn't seen a mosquito all summer, and here's a mosquito trying to bite me. I'm moving slowly today, y'all. Yeah. Tomorrow I will take you over and show you the peonies. And Huey took me 2 scoops of his wood shavings over to put on the top. And I still have a few more to put in the ground. And then, and I've also got to, I'm going to put one of the mountain mint in, and the what are those things called? I can never remember them. Oops, sorry, hold on. Fingers everywhere. I really do have to put an easier to handle closure in so I can do this with one hand. Either that or remember to bring my selfie stick so I can set y'all down. Alright. See, it has to go through a loop. I don't know what these guys are fussing about. But Ratchet was not in there. And this time of the evening I have to watch and make sure there's no poo on the ground, because I clean it up usually in the morning. And so if they've came out and done a job since then, I certainly don't want to step on it. But it's a gorgeous, gorgeous evening. And it's supposed to rain, I think. We have like a 60% chance of rain tonight. But there's my Reba. She's such a pretty baby. I had Huey put the, that hasn't been in the ground all summer because I just haven't had time to hang laundry out. But now that things have slowed back down, and it just makes it easier for him to mow back here without it in the way. So he put it back in for me. And I'm going to start hanging out at least the jeans and the towels and things that take longer to dry. Because, and I know y'all watch my channel to get away from the bad news. But I will say really quickly that our electricity prices are getting ready to go up significantly. So anything you can do to cut your prices, you might want to consider that. One thing, I know my oldest brother at one point had like one of those clotheslines that you can pull and it will retract when you're not using it. He had it stretched across These guys are going to be noisy. Let's go look at the geese while we're waiting. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Can you pick out the baby geese? That's that one right there. Those two that are in the back. Oops, those two that are in the back over there. Don't. The skunks haven't been back for a while, so I have just been sliding their food underneath of an overhead so that it doesn't get rained on. And then they start eating it first thing in the morning. Good night, babies. I hear you in there. I hear you in there, too. It's really too dark for y'all to see them. They're just stretched all the way down. They're little roosting posts. Hi, babies. I know. But anyway, what I was going to suggest is that the retractable clotheslines, you know, on a day you're not expecting company. Oh, gracious. He got me some more. I've been trying to put this on my walking path because it's really slick in here right now. So, he put it up here this time. I think he forgot that he had put the other down here. That's all right. But on a day when you're not expecting company, yes, may I help you? Hi, darling. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. That's my googles. They're way loud. Let's get out of here. It's too loud tonight. But, just, you know, your heavier things, if you wash rugs or wash, blankets or anything of that nature, then, and things that are easy to hang quickly, like towels and sheets. But another option are the little wooden things that, you know, just fold out, and you can fold those up when you're not using them, and, you know, put them in the closet or out of the way somewhere, slide them under a bed even. But the dryer and the freezer are two appliances that, you know, absolutely pull a great deal of electricity. So if your electricity bill pops up like ours seems to be doing, you might want to consider those options. I don't like coming outside to hang laundry in the wintertime when it's cold. They'll freeze dry. They'll get dry, really, believe it or not. But, because, you know, your hands get chapped. It's hard to hang laundry with gloves on, but you can in a pinch. But, Aaron was sitting underneath of that the other day when he was here visiting. And it was a little bit breezy, and it was ringing right in his ear. So I told him, I said, well, take it down and lay it on the ground. So he had it laying on the porch, and when I hung it back up, I didn't straighten its little dome. It's all cattywampus. There, that's better. I love these things. I love them. I'll give you a ring before I hang up for the night. Isn't that pretty? These are the Corinthian bells. And I have this part for this one, for the big one. It had fallen off because the string had gotten rotten. These are pretty old. And I put it away, then I couldn't find it. Then I found it, and I put it away again, and now I can't find it again. Oh, y'all, we're just sad around here. But anyway, well, I love you much. I hope that your day, your evening, I think it's probably about 8 o'clock. It's beginning to get dark earlier, and we're not far away from the time change. But I hope your evening is as lovely as it is here. All right, y'all. Love you much. Bye-bye.